R.I.P.S. It hasn't been started yet. Yeah.
No, but I just put it on the air.
Send me the link for the air.
Sent. And let me do a couple of two more things. Greetings, Miss B.
Greetings.
Greetings, B.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to CRWS 19th installment of R.I.P.S Racism in Plain Sight. A program designed to show you the atrocities that occur under the system of racism, white supremacy, in order to possibly show you what racism is, how it works, in an effort to motivate you to help us produce a system of justice, which you heard Neely Fuller describe earlier. System of justice guaranteeing no one is allowed to be mistreated, and those who need help receive constructive help. That's what this program is all about. That's not the kind of planet we are on. We're so far away from justice, and we're going to show you what kind of planet we are currently on. But getting straight into it. Let's get the material on the screen. Wait, I'm having some crazy distortion. Hold on. There's something. Here. Okay, that's what it was. That was causing a lot of distortion. Be sure to edit that out and post. Okay, let's refocus. Wow. So yeah, we have the year review. Suspected racists here mistreating possibly non-white people. It looks like non-white people to me. But telling them, yeah, you deserve to be crucified, kill yourself, and seems to be a younger suspected racist, but he's not confused about his position. He understands that he has the power to do this, the ability to do this. I noticed it took a while for the crowd to interact and say, hey, maybe you should not do this. This is incorrect. But yeah, totally mistreating non-white people. It's just the bread and butter of racism, white supremacy, what it's all about, mistreating on the basis of the color, and a lot of the language you use is really interesting. Peasants in the system of non-white people, in the system of white supremacy. I suppose non-white people are peasant-like, but is it correct for him to be name calling them? No, absolutely not. But the language was interesting, interesting. And this is a so-called influencer. And I think a lot of these influencers have one thing in common. They are influencing people to remain totally complacent, comfortable, in the current system of white supremacy where this sort of tackiness occurs. That's what influencing means to me. When someone says they're an influencer, if they're not influencing a person to produce justice, to guarantee, hey, this stuff ends forever, then they're just influencing one to keep this tacky nonsense going forever. So, and it only gets worse from here with the clips we have lined up today. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. So these are the people who have taken control of the entire planet. These are the people who are in charge of planet Earth currently. Racist man and racist woman. We see a suspected racist sniffing some ladies, but super incorrect. Well, one of the other hosts, Ray, Mr. Ray, he called this corporophilia, who like the fascination with like feces, and that may be a detectable behavior pattern that we can observe from some people classify it as white, possibly, but we have it here documented. Why is people hopping around sniffing, doing this? Super incorrect. Shit just happened on planet Earth. Dogs are supposed to do this. I think it's normal for them to do this act. But when a person does it, so-called person does it, it's very disgusting and incorrect. And one should ponder, what are we dealing with? You know, at the end of the day, they're still in charge. Ms. B?
Really interesting. I don't understand how she wasn't able to feel when someone was behind her, even if he didn't touch her. Like you could sense when someone's close. So the personal space barrier was broken there, and she didn't notice anything. She didn't feel anything, like behind her legs. And wow, that is
very
weird.
Bizarre. Very, you know. So some have said that I won't even go into it, but that like sixth sense type thing. A lot of so-called white people don't sometimes have that ability. I may come from possessing melanin, but hey, I think this is just, maybe he's done it so many times. Maybe he's just a master at the sort of behavior. But thank you. Continuing, I'm just gonna say a couple of things about this. Not even gonna play the whole thing. That's enough. I only need to see 7 seconds of it. But I just want folks to ask oneself, hey, what is constructive about this? What constructive results come from seeing this, from Black males being portrayed this way, from Black females being portrayed in the manner that they're portrayed when they're on these sort of stages as well? Where are the constructive results? Besides white people allowing victims of racism who are on these stages a little bit more comfort than other victims. But I really wonder what does this do to one's mind to role play in this manner, to when you're supposed to be a man, but the racists have said, no, you can't be a man. I'm gonna mistreat you in online areas. I'm gonna make sure in online areas you are helpless and you have to rely on me, the only man and woman on the planet currently, white people. You're gonna have to rely on me. So because you have to contend with that, this is I'll allow you to react in this manner. Actually, I want you to react this way. I want you to when, if you're a male, pretend to be a female, pretend to be what you think a Black woman should be, glamorized up or whatnot. I don't even know, but I'll let you pretend to do that, because if you're participating in this sort of behavior, I guarantee you're not trying to knock me from the top. You're not trying to get me from dominating you or people who look like you worldwide. I guarantee that's probably, I may be in there. Maybe there are a ton of people in drag trying to solve this race problem. But
if that's the only way to make money, is to humiliate yourself in this fashion, this is really entertainment for white people. They're looking at this and they're laughing. And this is the only way, then we need to get out of entertainment. Because this is sad. It's really sad.
Yeah. And we're supposed to look to Billy Porter for constructive information why people want us to believe that. But no, this is very tragic. And even telling the truth about what we're seeing, we get name called, but hey, I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm not afraid to tell the truth. I'm not that cowardly. I am afraid of white people, kidnapping me and torturing me, because they have the power to do that. I would like for them not to do that, but come on, we gotta tell the truth. All right, and then this is just an image, just someone had found some little buggers and their McDonald's, their McChicken. Be very cautious of the things you call food and the things that you have been convinced are food. A lot of those things, hey, actually aren't food. Actually, just amalgamations of various chemicals and substances that you know sustain your body poorly. But hey, we gotta really focus on what we're putting into our bodies these days because in this system, they're cutting a lot of corners. I suspect, and so they're gonna get worse. Only going to get worse. All right. So that's all I had to say about that one. We should, eat more fruits and veggies, please. Make some shakes, make some vegan dishes. I'm not saying to go vegan, but make some vegan dishes every now and again. We don't need to have McDonald's or we don't need that all the time. All right, let's see. Can I get away with playing a little bit of this? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so we have here a scene from The Boys, which is a TV show about a piece of racist propaganda about a bunch of superheroes and whatnot. This character here is called Mother's Milk. He's a black male. He's portrayed to be an extremely pitiful. And what you see happening right now is that he's being choked by a giant white male phallus. That's what you see happening here. He's basically being lynched. Symbolically he's being lynched. And his character in this show is absolutely just pitiful. And if you understand racist mentality, it's very common for our characters to be named after food. Mother's milk, he's food consumption for white people. The way he's used by the white people is just absolutely interesting and pitiful. If you're paying attention to season 3 right now, he has been drugged by his so-called white friends. He's been deceived. He's always being deceived. He's always, one of the last people to understand what's happening, the greater schemes that the white people are plotting around him. So this character is just an epitome of what it means to be a non-white person in this system, especially if you're black. Just pitiful. And then for this imagery, he's literally getting choked by giant white penis. And this is entertainment. This is supposed to be entertainment, but also a welsing moment. It's just there's always symbolically putting images of black people getting lynched, and this is super degrading and depraved, my bad, because hey, not only is it symbolically making fun of the long track record of black males hanging from trees, but I'm making some sort of sick sex anti-sex joke as well, homo terror sex joke as well. It's just disgusting, and it's entertainment. We have been trained and taught in a manner to see this and laugh, to see this as quality entertainment. We must understand what we're looking at. Yeah, this show right here, The Boys. Just check out that show. Will show you just white supremacy one-on-one. Just the first episode. They're taking this show is an indication of where a racist man, a racist woman, a racist child want to take us. You got bestiality, we got the Deep, the character named the Deep, and he's having sex with octopuses. He's asking his partners, hey, can you have sex with the octopus too? So this show is pushing some really incorrect things, normalizing, making incorrect, deeply incorrect things to joke about. Bestiality is not funny. Black males being lynched, it's not funny. But hey, it's just TV, right? Or is this racist propaganda training your mind to accept Black destruction, accept the mistreatment of non-white people, accept and be complacent and remain in this tacky situation of white on top and non-white on bottom and Black at the very, very bottom. So, greetings to the chat. Greetings, coding events. What's the code? Trinity the Potato. Mr. Monsoon. Sour Kiss. Trinity the Potato. What is going on? You were born into a race war. White people are waging a war against non-white people. Not all white people, but the white people who believe and practice white supremacy. I won't say all white people are racist, but I will say all racists are white and can only be white. So that's what we're talking about here. The race problem. Every non-white person's problem. The race problem. Are speaking a lot of code, a lot of jargon, and not saying much unless you understand that we are in a system of white supremacy. What is happening here with the Roe v. Wade situation is that, hey, a certain, possibly more powerful group of white people have decided, hey, in order for us to practice racism and white supremacy in a manner that we want to, we're gonna have to overturn this Roe v. Wade thing. We need more white babies coming to planet Earth. Our numbers get low. We seem to be dying more than we are being birthed. So let's overturn Roe v. Wade, and that may increase our numbers, possibly. So that's what we have here. She's saying she's saying it's about morals and it's about all this America. Like America is only a concept. America is not real. It's just a place that white people want us to think is real, so we can be confused about that as well. It's only a concept. It should be real. America should be a place where justice is practiced and has been established, just like Africa should be a place where justice has been established and is practiced. But it hasn't happened yet. So all these places are just concepts. So we got to understand the entire planet is dominated by the system of white supremacy. Don't be confused by Cambridge, MA. That's just place on the map that white people came up with. They understand that the whole planet, the whole universe, as far as they're concerned, it's mine. Think back to that statue and Scarface. The world is mine or the world is yours, something like that. That's how they have went about this planet, and they've made it their reality. They have literally conquered the world. So please don't be confused about borders and these locations. Understand that wherever you are, white people are in charge. Okay, so have we seen this guy before? And I just want to say a couple of things because we just binge our rips and you'll see us talk about him already. But yeah, if Black women existed on planet Earth, they wouldn't be suffering through this. You know, they would be protected. They wouldn't be terrorized by any persons. You know, but because the only men or women on planet Earth are white, you know, Black females and males and Black males just have to suffer and be mistreated a lot, especially when we don't practice counter racist logic or counter racist codification. A lot of the stuff that are thrown our way will shock us and harm us. And but so that, yeah, we've seen this guy before. He's just, you know, he wants to mistreat Black people. He's choosing to mistreat Black females, I suspect, because hey, easier target. Yeah. So we've seen this um suspected racist before. We've seen it before. Alrighty. Okay, so either racism or white supremacy is such a deplorable problem that this person, I don't know if she's white or not, but this person says, "Hey, I can't get a real white person. I'll make a fake one. I have my mom making me a fake white man with blue eyes." You know, perhaps it's you know, maybe she's just, you know, having fun, trolling everybody, everyone's in on it, and 250 people are in on it. Or maybe she's just very, very insane because we live in an insane system. And has truly become attached to this doll who appears to be an image of a white person, blue eyes, whatnot. Super bizarre. To me, incorrect. I don't think people should be pretending to be. I don't think this should be happening on planet Earth. And I may just be, you know, not a fun person, maybe, but I don't think this should be happening. And putting my thinking about where's this person mind if this is actually authentic, even if this is just having fun, just the time and energy could have been spent on doing something way more constructive than hey having a marriage fake wedding for this doll. Super pitiful.
Every once in a while, something like this pops up, like someone marrying an ashtray, someone marrying a rubber doll. Like, what? What is going on? No, no, exactly what's going on. People are going crazy. They're losing their minds. Yeah, I don't know what she is.
Yeah, yeah, might be either, but I can certainly say, you know, not of a sound existence, just to say some of the least. Trucking on. Wow. So we have this suspected racist who seems to be attempting to have some fun by mistreating this victim of racism and this uniform here. He seems to be like just attempting to like get a reaction from him, and like just I get the idea that he's like just playing with some sort of action figure. He's just just having a little bit of fun, and then just doing a lot of projecting, because if anyone can't control their emotions, it's just contain their emotions. It's the suspected racist who is taking out the time of their day to go out and seek out this person here, this victim of racism, to have some fun with. Talking about kind of get a fist bump. You know what? Like, how many, if a freaking non-white person of dark variety even approaches a race soldier, who people call like cops, police, law enforcement, if they even approach someone in law enforcement, the hand goes on their gun, and just whole different dynamic. Because hey, even though this victim of racism is in a uniform, this white person, he's aware that hey, I'm still way more powerful than you, even though you have that gun. The system is behind me, not you. They're just allowing you to do this particular job for the system. But yeah, so racism is getting real refined. White people are coming up with whole new ways to have fun with their victims. I hope we are paying attention so we can counter it and ask more questions. Because this black male in his uniform, he could have asked, "Hey, what are you doing here? Like, why are you doing this? What do you have anything else better to do? Why are you here? But I don't think any questions were asked from the black male. I don't know if that one was the one we had on the list. Just keep it trucking. Oh yeah, this is another display of just white power. White power. Let's see it. It seems to be the same guy, or at least the same account. Yeah, wasting time, energy, and resources. So you're going to see, so wow, can a black male ever in their existence get away with something like this, refusing to show their identification as at a checkpoint? And I'm pretty sure that's like protocol. Hey, when white people throw up a checkpoint, DUI checkpoint, any sort of checkpoint, and they say, "Give me your papers." And this race cap, if you're a non-white person, you're supposed to give them their papers, or harm is to come. I've definitely seen windows busted because black people didn't comply. This white person, he understands their power. He's not confused about, hey, I could 99% get away with this. I'm a white man, white power. Non-white people they're not trying to solve this problem. So I'm gonna make a lot of content where I go around and mistreat black people in uniforms. That's what I'm gonna do. Mistreat black law enforcement. Guarantee black people cannot get away with this sort of behavior. Cannot get away with this. All right. Do I want to talk about this? Well, I won't play anything from it. Just interesting Google engineer on his sentient AI claim. You know, we got to understand and begin to learn white people's relationship with technology, with um they've only see technology as something that they can use to of course benefit them, but also to control their subjects. You know, they're one of their most earliest forms of technology was um religion, you know, Christianity, Catholicism, you know, all the isms of religion. That's one of the earliest forms of technology, and it has only become refined to the point where we have screens and we have images being emitted from screens, and now they are attempting to create AI. And if they are allowed to do that, best believe the AI will only be used to serve and support and strengthen the system of white supremacy. You know, so hey, before we dive into AI or all this super high tech stuff, we need to solve this race problem, because you know I'll be damned if 90 years from now and I'm trying to go to the someplace and I'm dealing with some sort of AI situation, and I'm getting mistreated by a robot now, you know, and I can't prove it because it's a robot or something. So that must end. That must, we can't allow to get started. Our female Uber driver savagely beat. Oh, we're not watching that. Nope. Beat the ticket caught stealing phone. All right, yeah. Let's see this one. Okay, so we got some anti-blackness here. Yep, and this is what the system has done. It has taught everyone to prey on black people. You know, this is not, when we see other non-white people mistreating one another, we can't call that racism because it's not. But a lot of times it's going to be anti-blackness because everyone has been taught to focus on and mistreat black people. Everyone has been taught, hey, yep, when it comes to non-white people, we don't like any of you. But the blacks, the ones with the dark skin, those are the ones we really need to make sure are abused. And so we'll teach you all, hey, you guys are preying on them too. We'll allow it. So we have a whole bunch of anti-blackness going around. So we have this Asian person, well, so-called Asian person, mistreating black people like she's been trained to do by racist men and racist women, still on their phones, whatnot. Hey, reasons why we shouldn't be at so-called festivals unless it's a like festival of justice, and that is the day justice has been established, and that's constructive. But until then, why are we at festivals? Why are we at parties? Why are we celebrating anything? Why are we gathering in large numbers during the race war against us? It shouldn't be happening. So motivation to not go to festivals, not go to parties, because you're dealing with tons of anti-blackness and you're in some white supremacy. So let's see. Did we see this one? It's playing so crummy. Let's see if refresh will fix that, or if it's just the quality of the video. Yeah, being in system racial white supremacy. Yep, very lean. Tacky situation like this shall continue to occur until we solve the problem. But since the word was used, what is a nigger? Just a non-white person, just any person subjugated, dominated, mistreated, abused by racist man and racist woman and racist child. And again, these people can only be white. So, but hey, a nigger, that's anyone not white. It just means victim of racism. That's all it means. So when someone calls you it, say, hey, can you help me out? You know what I am now. You're gonna help me out. You're gonna help me produce justice, or you're gonna kill all of us. Get rid of all the N-words on planet Earth. Yes, that's what that's the end goal here. We want justice, or we want to no longer exist on such a decrepit planet.
Yeah, I mean, I chime in a bit on this one.
Oh yeah, you can chime in
Yeah.
on any of them, sir.
Yeah, this one, I see this is, I guess it's a trend with the racist white supremacists where they hop on an airplane and they, I don't know. I've seen too many videos of white females calling people the N-word and mistreating people. And I remember a while back there was a white male that needed to be taped to the flight, duct taped to the chair because he was spitting on people and attacking people. But I just want to reiterate what I say in most of these talks. Like, this is going to continuously happen until it's addressed in a logical and constructive and codified manner. We're gonna have instances of Urubus, white people who feel comfortable practicing racism in the sky, on the sea, in a car, anywhere. And it's just I'm very jaded, by these things. Very tired. I'm very tired about these things happening. But that's all I'm gonna say. And this is gonna continue to happen. Like this white female, this white racist female is gonna, she's gonna get transported to a new job because we're part aware that white people don't get fired and get transferred. So she's gonna be able to continue to mistreat people in there. She's gonna get made fun of online, but she's still white. She still has white power. So at the end of the day, it's just more negativity and more incorrectness. And anti-blackness at the forefront. Who is she targeting the most? She's targeting the black people. They're Finny, the darkest person she's seen. So, I'll stop right there.
Yeah, and like if you pay attention to the white lady right here, right across from the black female, she looks like the way she was looking at the victims, you would think that they were the perpetrators or something. But I noticed how people responded to the racist. The white guy said, "Hey, I don't care. I'll sit next to her. I don't care because she's a racist. I'm racist too." But yeah, that's racists should be shunned. Hey, they should be. Are you a racist? I give me 1,000 feet. Dangerous. At any moment you may try to do anything because racists are very infinitely dangerous. All right, continuing. Let's keep it going. Hey, I'm not gonna spend much time on this one, but if a person not trying to answer questions, my only logical conclusion is that they have something to hide, or the people who are handling that person have things to hide. They want to withhold information. Um, with withholding information is definitely a practice of racism, and we asking questions is super constructive, and not allowing people to do that is harmful, and I suspect to be very, very, very incorrect. All right. Let's see. Let's see this. Jeez. Don't worry about him. He's adorable. And this is a real interesting clip. It seems to
Can
be
you replay it, please?
yeah, it's really not that not that significant, but yeah, I will play it again. Like, dang. And I don't I have to be really honest. That hair makes me suspect that this person may have a non-white parent and a white parent. But I really hope he's classified as white, because I don't want to see any victims behaving like white people like this. But possibly a white on white conflict, or possibly a non-white person attempting to aggress on a white person and his captive, who he thinks is his girlfriend, just laughing at him. He's adorable, you know. So either way, tacky, trashy. Yeah. Don't know if that was a word for rips, but hey, you know, we can't have a 100% accuracy. Oh, and notice the magicians were wearing the full black, you know, race Cold War. Check out that playlist or that book study of ours. All right, 16 seconds, but I suspect it's gonna be jam packed with some anti-blackness, if I remember correctly. Yeah, see, just how do we need to get this? You see, all right. Japanese manga writers, when I show them how to make a thrilling and engaging story without sexualizing characters that look like children. We don't need. Oh, this is probably copyright. Let's get this song out of here. Okay, and there we have one. Why do Black people hate lolis in anime so much? All right. No one mentioned that, but continuing. When will these racist, tree swinging, jungle hopping, jigaboo, field slave niggers ever shut the fuck up? All they do is sell drugs and shoot people. We need to go back to lynching and burning these coons. All right. African Americans, when I show them committing crimes and doing drugs, is not a healthy lifestyle. Okay, we're gonna while anti-blackness, people are in racism, white supremacy. Consider the fact that manga was not written for brown people. Okay. So again, we're just trying to, okay. Another one. Black people, when I tell them they can be civilized instead of being criminals and instead of being criminals and drug addicts. Alrighty. What else do they have to say about victims of racism? African Americans, when I show them how to pick cotton, alrighty. Niggers, when you tell them 9 plus 10 is actually 19. Okay. And yeah, so we just had we just got bombarded with a lot of anti-blackness and racism and white supremacy. Why? Because this person, who may not even be a black person, used a gift with black people, and he made a suggestion. Hey, the characters and you guys entertainment, or whatever. I'm not even familiar with anime or what's going on in that scene, but this person is suggesting that the characters of children are sexualized. If that is the case, that should be corrected. That should not be taking place. So this person is saying that, and he used a gift of black people. So there's no evidence that a black person is behind this tweet or whatever. But hey, everyone is so trained to focus on black people to attack black. They didn't care. It was just, hey, mistreating black people, for making a suggestive, a constructive suggestion. But hey, we like child pedophilia. We like that sort of stuff. So what the hell black people think they're talking about, telling us to stop? Well, don't they know how our system works? It's based off child pedophilia. So would like to chime in?
My walls. Oh yes, I would love to chime in. Sorry for the
yes.
sidebar.
Yeah, that is.
This is this is the internet. It's a very anonymous place, and whenever I go on the internet, I always see anti-black propaganda, and I'm assuming that these are the people who were upset with this were like, I guess they were defending anime, and they were using this gift of who is it, Drake and Lil Yachty. And I'm like, what is it? I want to just decode it a bit, So there were two black males, two non-white males, engaging over a computer, correct? So we see, and some of the racist propaganda that they wrote, such as black people, when you tell them that you can do something other than crime, they're using the information that they've been given by the white supremacists. White supremacists have bombarded the massive consciousness with the information that black people are just, crime-hungry thugs who only exist to rob, steal, and rape and kill people. So I'm not surprised with what they're saying. I'm not hurt by it. I expected to, be threats like this. I'm pretty sure there's thousands of threats where black people are used just use as a mockery of sorts. And I'm so jaded by the fact that black people are memes. Like when you can send someone a picture of a black male's face, and you can get an emotion of what they're feeling, and that's to me incorrect, and to be a the embodiment of a joke in the digital age. It's not correct. I'm not surprised. Very tacky, extremely trashy, and it's just. I'm pretty sure these racists really value the secrecy that they get on Twitter and other platforms, where they don't have to reveal who they really are, and then they could, do what they've been programmed to do: attack, antagonize, and mistreat black people in person and space or in the internet. That doesn't really matter. As long as they're able to, continue what they're programmed to do, which is to, have behavioral patterns that sustain racism, white supremacy.
We won't without see. I only need to see 11 seconds. I only need to see 11 seconds. But hey, this is where racist man, racist woman, and racist child are trying to direct the attention and energy of non-white people, especially Black people. They want your offspring all colorful, looking super silly, talking about drag this and all that nonsense. No, white people have the luxury to do whatever they want to do with their time and energy because they are in charge. They have a system of white supremacy behind us. Non-white people must be focused on solving this race problem, not trying to copy whatever the white people are doing, especially if it's that sort of behavior. Very, very just deplorable, I suspect, and telling if one does a thorough study on just the history between people classified as white and their relation to children, especially during the Greco-Roman period time. And up to now, there's actually a book I have right here, Programmed to Kill by David McGowan. Like the first 3 chapters of this book, it's all about, hey, he calls it a pediogracy. This white man says, hey, this society that we have, this system that we have, it's based off child pedophilia. Judges, barristers, I think that's what they call judges in so-called Europe. All these people, a lot of them are in on it. This is their system. Very powerful people are in on it. And we often get glimpses of what's really happening. Jeffrey Epstein, Maxwell. We often get glimpses. Peter Scully. Peter Scully. We're going to talk about Peter Scully a little bit later. But continuing. Wait, sir, are you able to hear the video?
Well, I can't hear most of these videos.
Wow, so it looks like I wasn't sharing the sound, and no one stabbed that during the broadcast for some reason. So
I saw subtitles for most of these.
Yeah, but
that was set up for strategic reasons. I would like to hear what's happening.
So we just been on the air for almost an hour with no audio playing. That is terrible. That is terrible.
And first in New at 9, only on Fox, relatives of a 5-year-old girl see firsthand how she was treated by a teacher after HISD released video of the incident. Fox 26's Randy Wallace joins us live from Southwest Houston with this exclusive tonight. Randy.
Jonathan, the little girl's relatives were able to view the cafeteria video after they filed an open records request. Now, the school district did not give the family a copy of the video, so they went live on Facebook while they viewed it at HISD headquarters.
Watch this. Everybody was in the cafeteria seeing everything, and they didn't do nothing.
Saver Hagan witnessed the tail end of the incident involving her 5-year-old daughter at Nathaniel Q. Henderson Elementary on April 28th. She was there picking up her 2 older daughters when she saw her youngest in the cafeteria.
She was sitting in front of him in a chair, crying, kicking, and hollering, trying to ask for help.
Hagan says she asked the male teacher why he was restraining her child.
I'm not holding her that tight. I just got her like this, but you still have her while I'm talking to you. You still haven't let her go.
No grown man over 200 pounds supposed to be manhandling a 5-year-old.
With the help of her aunt, Coffee El Bay, Hagan filed a grievance against the teacher.
There was no reply at the level 1 level, no reply at level 2, no reply at the level 3, and level 3 is when it goes before the board of trustees and the superintendent. There have been no reply from anybody.
On June 9th, El Bay appeared before the HISD school board. Did you get a response when you appeared before the school board?
No, nobody said anything.
In response to their open records request, HISD allowed the girl's mom and great uncle and aunt to view the video at HISD headquarters on Thursday.
She was sitting down. They told me she was running around in the cafeteria. When I looked at the video, she was sitting down at the table. He came to her and got her up.
She was sitting down, and this guy was pacing back.
Okay, I think we got it. It's black female severely mistreated in so-called school. That's to be expected. We really must be understand, like, when we are sending our offspring to these so-called schools, they have to understand that they're also in a system of white supremacy, and they need to be highly observant and aware that they can be mistreated and know how to report that mistreatment and question that mistreatment and attempt to counter it as well, of course. But to be expected, I was definitely severely abused in so-called school, 1st grade. So this is going to keep happening because white people, especially the white people who practice racism, white supremacy, they're the racists, I should say. They don't care about kids. They don't care about children. Yeah. The very fact that they trained us to call children kids, which is supposed to be like some sort of animal, so like the goat baby or something. It just goes to show you how they see children. Yeah, definitely my error for the lacking of sound for that definitely is going to diminish the broadcast. And I would say so greatly that we should let what was presented here speak for itself in the format that it is, and we will be back sometime in the future for a R.I.P.S number 19 part 2, because we have to correct this error and do another installment. So thanks for maintaining. And Trinity the potato, she did say that she couldn't hear the sound, so I wasn't paying that much attention to the chat. So my error, will do better next time. I'm just going to play a stream of, just gonna play our outros, and we're gonna be out of here. If you'd like to share a closing, sir, go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to share a closing statement. Yeah, I thought the lack of sound was, it makes sense that it wasn't. It's more constructive when you can hear what's going on in these programs. But look forward to continuing in part 2. Try to be more attentive and in a calmer environment. But I still enjoyed the information, and it's always rewarding
Indeed. Studying us 24/7, which is the title. Focus on them like they focus on us. But we are just wrapping up. I'm going to play just some sounds, just some things for us to exit out. Please, everyone, go to producejustice.com. All the horrible things I presented here is to motivate you to come here so you can get serious about solving this race problem. Get your copy. Oh, not this one because it's sold out right now, but this one's available, and the Word Guide is available, and you can also find our playlist on this text. So that being said, thanks for tuning in. CRWS will be here Monday.
In other words, when it comes to race, we have shown that we are opposed to it in theory. But what we really do on a daily basis is where our interest is. We're interested in race because it's just forced on us on a daily basis, and we deal with it at that level. Like running away from a fire rather than trying to put the fire out. And so we're just trying to dodge it. And that's basically the mode that the people of color are in when it comes to racism all over the world. Called justice. And I'm going to go over it again. What is justice? Guaranteeing that no person is mistreated anywhere on the planet, any time of day or night. That's number one. Number two, guaranteeing that the person that needs help the most gets the most constructive help in all 9 areas of activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. 2 words, constructive results in all of these areas of activity, 24/7, everywhere on the planet. That's the kind of world we should be aiming for.
Every single one of them. And not just the men, but the women and the children too.
You are alive.